Hello, it's Tommy from the Little Piano Store. This is a Monington Weston upright piano. It's in a lovely satin finish, which is it's skimming stone. That's the actual colour from Farrow and Ball. It's not actual Farrow and Ball. I get a company to mix it up for me. It's only available by trade, so you can't get this stuff off the shelf. It is water-based, so there's low VOCs. Try and keep everything sort of eco-friendly if I can. And yeah, it's really good. It's really durable stuff. You can't scratch it. And that's me really trying. If I tried any more, I'd actually just be denting the wood. So it's funny that the wood actually damages first rather than the paint. But yeah, it's really, really durable stuff. I've painted these pianos, or pianos like this, in this stuff for, I'd say, about 5 years. And I still go out and tune them, and they look like they're freshly painted yesterday. So yeah, it's all been sprayed, so there's no brush marks or anything like that. It's all been sprayed professionally. And yeah, so that's Skimming Stone Farrow and Ball. If you've got something that will match, this will match in your living room. It's quite popular at the moment, the colour. So yeah, that's all I can say about the finish. It's 110 centimetres tall, so it's quite a small piano in terms of size. However, I don't know what they did in the factory, but the bass on this, for its size, is almost as good as something that's maybe 125, 130 centimetres tall. It's bizarre how it's as good as it is. This might not come across, but the depth in that bass, I can actually feel the floor around it vibrating slightly. It's brilliant. And the rest of it, it doesn't sound like you're lacking in anything. Nice and clear in the treble. It's quite a warm sound. Maybe the touch is a little bit on the heavier side. But nothing that it's not wrong in any way, but it is on the heavier side. And you've got the responsiveness there. So if you like a rich, warm tone with a bit of a heavier feel, this would be a nice piano. And if obviously you like the aesthetics as well. Monington and Weston, they were going for a very long time. I think they started in 1858, so they've been making pianos a very long time. The newer ones, you still see this name every now and then. The newer ones are made in China now, but the older ones, they're made in Britain. The only piano, actually, I think, to have a double iron frame. So most pianos have an iron frame on the inside, which the strings go across and it holds the tension. But then on the back of the piano, usually they just have, cheaper pianos don't have anything on the back other than just a soundboard. Other pianos will have either a cross section like that with the wood, or wood coming down to hold for tuning stability. Monington and Weston was the only brand that I know of that actually put another metal frame on the back of the piano. So they're surprisingly heavy for such a small piano. They weigh like a bigger piano. They actually patented this design as well. So like I say, you'll only see a Monington and Weston with the frame actually on the back. And even the same with their grands as well. They have a double iron frame on there. So top and bottom almost sandwiched like that with a soundboard in between. So this piano was traded in against a Yamaha U30A. So she'd gone for a taller piano. This was owned by a piano teacher, had it tuned every year. It's in decent condition when it came in, to be honest. It was just faded and had a few dinks and dents here and there. Internally, it was absolutely fine. So I decided to spray it because it was almost like an oaky colour like this, what you'd probably see at schools, and it's very hard to sell that colour. So I thought I'd make a nice modern piano out of it, and here it is. You've got another benefit of having a really long music tray across there. So some uprights, you get like a little tray like this, it's good enough for one book or a few pages. Some have a bit of an extended one, which is even more desirable. But in this case, you've got the full length, so your music actually goes on here. And if you're looking at it like that, it's a bit higher up. So you're not looking down, you're actually sort of there. And it can be quite comfortable to play at this piano with it being a bit higher. I think that's to simulate like a grand, because a grand maybe will be up here, maybe there. So If you're planning on going on to a grand in a later stage, it might be worth getting this because it will get your ergonomics right and the way you're positioned, etc. is just perfect setup really. You've got two pedals, so you've got the right, which is your sustain, just holds the note on for however long you want it to. Just like that. Your left one is simulating an unicorder, so on a grand it shifts the keys over. On an upright it usually moves the hammers closer to the strings, gives you a little bit of lost motion as well. So some of that force that you're putting in is not there exactly straight away, and because the hammer distance is going shorter, usually you notice a little bit of a drop in volume. I'll show you. I'm not sure if that comes across. It is very subtle on some pianos. But I'm pressing that at the same force. The only difference is the pedal. So that's what the left pedal does on most upright pianos. So I'll play it now for you just to give you an idea of how it sounds. I do use two mics either end of the piano like that. So it's not always the best experience when you're viewing on a phone or on a laptop because it doesn't always convey how good this is in person. The best way to experience a piano, if you're in the market for a piano, is to come and try it. If you don't play yourselves or you're just getting into it and you feel a bit nervous of playing in front of people, I'll either go into the back room, so I'll leave you to it. You can do whatever you like, or I will play it for you, and then at least you'll be able to hear it in person with the ambience that you get naturally in a room and from a piano. So that's the best way to actually come and experience it. But if you're happy with the video online and how it sounds, then obviously you can just buy it online, and it is something that we do. In terms of delivery, this can be delivered pretty much anywhere in the UK. I use another company to do that, and they just travel all over the UK. The prices are around, I'd say, £150 ground floor if you're fairly local, say within I don't know, 50 miles or so. If you've got any special requests, like it needs to go upstairs or tight corners, or even having them craned in. I have had people ask for cranes to, put them in the house on a balcony or something like that, and then into the house. Then just let me know. Everything, as far as I know, is possible with these guys that I use. So yeah, they're like a challenge as well. So if you've got anything crazy, like it needs to go on a canal boat, then just let me know. So this is how it sounds.